The man noticed that the person across from him had a cross-shaped mark on his forehead, exactly the same as the one on his own. They were both overjoyed, as if they had finally found someone of their kind. Until now, no one else had ever been able to see this mark on his forehead. No matter how hard he scrubbed with water, the mark never faded. Over time, it only grew thicker and longer. The other man with the same mark told him that it had appeared more than a month ago, but it hadn't affected his daily life. That triggered a childhood memory. He remembered that his father once had the same cross on his forehead. A few days later, his father died in an accident. Although fear began to creep in, the two men comforted each other. But then, the unexpected happened. The evening news reported the sudden death of a celebrity. When the man saw the interview footage of the star before his death, he was horrified to discover the same cross on the celebrity's forehead. Panic set in. Could this cross really be a sign of impending death? Terrified, he called the only other person who shared his fate. But it was the man's wife who answered the phone. Her husband had died of a sudden heart attack just days earlier. At the funeral, he was stunned to see that the mark on the man's forehead had vanished. That confirmed his worst fear. The cross was indeed a harbinger of death. It could mean a few days left. It could mean a few months. Accepting this grim reality, he bought an insurance policy, hoping to leave something behind for his family. From then on, he cherished every moment with them. But no matter how carefully he lived, the final day eventually came. One morning, while riding the subway as usual, he noticed the same cross on the forehead of the passenger sitting opposite him. Then he looked around and realized every single person in the carriage bore the same mark. In that instant, he knew something was about to go terribly wrong. He shouted for everyone to get off the train, but no one believed him. With no choice, he stepped out alone. What chilled him to the core was that everyone on the platform also had the cross. He ran out of the station in terror, only to see the mark on every person outside as well. A horrifying realization struck him. A catastrophe was about to unfold. He rushed home, desperate to find his family safe, but saw the same mark now etched on the foreheads of his wife and daughter. At that moment, the television news broke in. A massive chemical leak had engulfed half the city, killing countless people. Even the officials on screen bore the mark. And with that, the man finally broke down.